That should be better. It's pretty annoying. I turned down the latency, so it should help. If it doesn't help, I'll just hop off, but it should help out quite a bit. Yeah, so I changed the latency.
Who are you talking to? Hello?
Sorry, I was in a Discord. Sorry, my bad. That should be better. I just turned the latency down, so that should perform a lot better. Okay. Let me get rid of that other stream, too. I don't want it to be on the channel or linking people. Oh, I guess it's going to be there. Okay, so going back into what it sucks. I'm not the... It sucks. Tell was that you giving the business to Invexio? Or no, I'm banned from his channel, I'm pretty sure. So you think AMT is over with? No. Just short term with my options, I'm out of them. You could still run tomorrow. Like I said, it's like I would say it's like 60-40 you run tomorrow. Right, but I don't want to bet on that. You know what I mean? Like I was up. I'm happy with where I was up at. It's a gamble going into tomorrow for me personally, just based on the chart. I'm gonna go over the chart here in a second, so stay with me. But this is a short-term option viewpoint. So if you're with shares, don't even like pay mind or don't even be concerned like with shares. Like shares, I'm holding. I don't have any concern with them. I could care less. So yeah. Do you say that all the shorts would be covered by this Friday? Sorry if I misunderstood. No, they could, in theory, no. Shorts, no. Shorts are not, they haven't covered any, and they're probably not going to cover any for a while. So I think if you're waiting on them to cover shorts, you're going to be waiting, unfortunately, for a while. No. Price action with options. I'm going to go over that. Yes, one sec. How are those options looking? I'm going to explain that here in a sec. Have you guys been over Torch? I have not been over Torch. I'll go over here in a sec. They do. Okay, so and this isn't FUD, but hedge funds don't have to cover those short positions anytime soon. And by soon, I mean the next few weeks. So, yeah. I sold my call options today. I may regret it tomorrow. I'd rather miss out on some potential gains than lose, a stack. So... but I feel comfortable, honestly. But I'm going to go over IV because that's the really important part here. And, like, even if you look at IV on, Market Chameleon, it's kind of a really bad example because it's not really showing. Like, it's showing it's flatlined, but on some of these options, it's really getting killed. And the ones, like, out of the money and stuff, you're, like, getting just absolutely shredded. So that's really important to know. I don't understand how they can afford to cover. Well, it's Citadel, and Citadel owns about 9% market share of the U.S. economy. So, easily put, they're the largest hedge fund in the U.S. economy. And in comparison, the Nasdaq is 16% market share of the U.S. economy. So, Citadel is about half of the Nasdaq. So, it's a good analogy. But that's not to be bearish. That's just to say that, like, playing that in the short term is not the best play, in my opinion. Yeah, IV was really tough. IV was really, really, really tough today. I think you'll be glad you sold calls today. I think tomorrow. So Wednesday historically, and this is how I was talking like the Discord. Wednesday historically is our strong, like, it's when we get the big pushes typically, right? That's your big day for options. Like you might have a good Monday and your Tuesday might be okay, but based on history, Wednesday is always that day. Wednesday is the day that if you're going to get that really big push, it's going to be on that Wednesday. So I want that to be said. Now, like I said, tomorrow could, in theory, go either way. And look at that flag you had and you're breaking out of it. I like it. I mean, but what I'm looking for right now, and maybe I'm being a little bit, greedy or conservative, right? with getting more options is I want to retest this $52 zone. And I know we have a gap. I'm not really looking for that gap to fill. I'm looking for this to hold right here, this 52, 58.5 range to hold. And I think it will. So if you start pushing down, that's where I'll be looking. But overall right now, what I'm looking at is, one, you were getting this slow grind up. Ivy was just getting absolutely just shredded. If you have closer to in the money calls, you probably did really well. I didn't. I did okay because, I mean, I got in way down here. You know what I mean? But, like, it's tough. You know, I think I should have made more money on almost a 50% move. It's tough. But coming back down, right now you're getting that bear flag. You're pushing. You're holding this support right here. So, in my opinion, tomorrow, the thing, if you're looking, if you have calls right now, what I'm looking for going into tomorrow is, can you hold this support at like 58.20? If you hold that, you most likely continue up. You probably break back above VWAP, and breaking back above VWAP would probably be a reentry sign for me personally. So that's going to be really big to see. If you start seeing some downside pressure short term pushing like this, I would look for entries on calls around this area, which most likely would be Thursday, maybe even Friday. And that's what I would personally be looking for. I don't necessarily think you get a major dip down like this. I don't think so, but we'll have to play it by ear and see. In Discord, obviously, you can pick my brain all day, but as of me right now, at first, but the big thing I want to mention about options on why I closed out of the options were because the IV was just absolutely shredding. It was just killing us. Like, you were getting like a $2 move up, but you wouldn't make any money on the options. And it was so tough. And it was just like right now those options are worth a lot less, right? Because one, you got pushed down, and then two, IV's getting killed even more. So it's like both ways it's tough. So it's just like usually 2-3 weeks. HYG puts, I didn't grab any. They're probably a good play going into tomorrow. But I didn't grab any. I grabbed SQQ calls. So that's my hedge play going into tomorrow. And then I have some oil as well, which oil on the after hours is shredding, pushing to new highs. So if you're in the Discord, congrats there, because we got that one great. A lot of people in the Discord too, they're like, Tyler, you are ballsy. You're entering. We entered right here at 64. You were trending here. Easy. It was an easy time to buy. I think tomorrow you get a push to 65. We might even go higher. I might end up holding that trade a little bit longer than I want to, but they both look phenomenal. That's what I'm looking at for tomorrow specifically. But like, if you're interested, like any other options, I'm not going to go over too many other stocks in the live, but I will say if you're looking at other option plays on like just normal tech stocks and stuff like that, I would be careful going into tomorrow with FOMC. Also, I appreciate if you like the video. It does help me out. I appreciate it. I try to answer questions as quickly as possible, and try not to make people pay for it at all. So excited for Torch tomorrow. I think Torch is going to be a great put opportunity down the road. But yeah, so if you start coming up again, I'd probably grab puts on Torch, but it's come up quite a bit. Are we going to the meme tomorrow? I don't know. I don't want to dip to 42 on AMC. You do not want to dip, in my opinion, back down here. I don't think you triple bottom here. If you dip down here, you're going to try to fill this gap. And that would be scary. I'm not saying you would break it, but I wouldn't like it. I would have liked to see a test down here when you were right here. So if you would have had a test like this and then bounce, I would feel really good. But the fact that you're seeing movement like this and you come back down here, I wouldn't feel as good. You don't want to see that big of a retrace. Now, seeing a retrace like an A, B, C to here, I would feel comfortable. I would be happy with that. But yeah, so that big of a retrace after this move, I wouldn't want to see that at all. Are we good? Torch. How do you read IV? You can see the IV on your play via your options broker, and then you can use Market Chameleon to look at the options as well. I mean the implied volatility. Oh man, my hand. Frankie the boss, Daddy Tyler, my son Frankie. Option AMC expiring Friday. Should I sell? Guys, weeklies, I don't know what to tell you. Like, those are the riskiest. They're straight lottos. I don't know what to tell you. And I can never tell you when to close or get out of, or get in a position. Like, I just tell people what I buy and what I'm doing with those positions. I'm always transparent. I try to tell you no matter what, good, bad, ugly, I'm always going to tell you if I'm winning or losing, right? That's the point of the channel. I can't tell you to get out or stay in a position. So you don't see a gamma squeeze this week. It could happen tomorrow. It 100% could, but I don't like the price action. And this could have just duped me. You know what I mean? I just could have got. You know what I mean? I could have just been faked out, 100%. But I think tomorrow is a little bit of a coin toss, and I'm curious. It's just the numbers on Ortex are so just manipulated. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think Friday is going to be really big. Like Friday is going to be important. I think today was really important because it kind of let us know like how we were going to play out. And I don't like what happened at 64. I'm looking for a little bit of a downward push and then adding more calls. Dude, SM, you're in here every day. I love you. I love you, brother. I love you. Big supporter there. What is IV, James? Implied volatility or intrinsic value too? He said puts on torch longer term, not tomorrow. It's not what I'm saying. This is why I watch YouTubers. Why? We had 285 in volume day, still good volume. Honestly, no. Like honestly, the volume. That's what makes me think that like there's no like. I don't see like buying pressure right now. That's the thing. Like, yeah, we're still uptrending in volume. That's good. Well, actually, we came down today from yesterday, but man, overall, it's just like I'm just not seeing the pressure for the upside push right now. You know what I mean? And that might come next week. You know, or it could take longer than that. You know what I mean? But I just want a little bit of a cool off before I enter more options, personally. You know what manipulation is? They keep trying to make sense of this man, but you can't. You're smart in a long way than me, but you can't look this analytically like you are. I'm gonna look at it in a way that I don't lose money when I can kind of control it. You know what I mean? But like I said too, like charts aren't end all be all when it comes to AMC. I'm totally in agreement with that. I think that you'll get. I think charts can give you an edge on when to get in, when to get out, and you know when to just mitigate risk. That's how I use charts. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're end all be all. Typically, before I enter any stock, there's a fundamental viewpoint behind it always. But yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to read questions. What were my options I sold? I had $100 strikes for next Friday. They did well. They did well. It's just, you know, and I had some 120s also, but yeah. Still feel like the 40s haven't been hedged. I feel some of them have been over the past 3 days, Friday, Monday, today. I think some were. I don't know if they're all affecting the market right now. I doubt they all are, okay? I doubt they all are. We'll see. Dude, I'm so happy with... I'm not using that college joke anymore because apparently it's very frowned upon in the community. But if you have questions, please post them. I try to answer all of them if you have anything I'm going to look at. But as of right now, what I'm looking at personally, what I would like to see, I could be wrong. 100% I could be, is like an A, you had your B, and then a C push down here. That's what I want to see. And then from there, I want to see a very strong support here and a uptrending start back up. That's what I want to see. Now, what would be interesting, really interesting, is if we open up just at the straight put. If we immediately push down to 52, I will be forced to push in heavy. 100,000%, I will be forced to push in really heavy to see if we hold this 52 support. So that's honestly kind of the best case scenario for tomorrow, in my opinion, is if you start pushing down quick, because it most likely is going to be like a trap, try to get people out of their positions, get them a panic sell. That would be the ultimate play, in my opinion. But I don't think you get that straight push down. I think it's more, if you're going to get a push down, I think it's going to be like a stagnant movement, then a push down. But yeah, we'll see. If that happens, I mean, I'll notify people, I guess. I'll probably post on Twitter too. Tyler, you recommended a book on graphs before, I believe. But what is it? I don't think I have a book on graphs. I don't know. I honestly didn't learn too much about stocks or like learn anything about my strategy from stocks too much from books. IV killed my. I'm telling you, yeah. The IV's what killed it, and that's what I'm saying with options trading is that people think, oh, you're a paper handy and stuff. It's just like, for me, it's all about I gotta monitor IV, I gotta monitor all types of things, and then I have to come to the recognition that some people in Discord are full sending following me, which I'm not responsible for any of their losses or anything like that. Like, it's everyone's decision, right? But like, I have that in the back of my head too. It's just tons of stuff there. I got some juice settling tomorrow. Hopefully some nice opens up. More Tyler Carr. Tyler Carr. DK trolling. Yeah, DK is a major troll. Why are people sensitive? Yeah. Tyler, can I get a yeah? Is that what you're asking for? Tyler, what do you think will happen tomorrow? It's a coin. Like I said, it's a coin toss. I don't know. I'm gonna be reacting tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a reaction day for me. I'm going to see how we open up and see what happens. In my opinion, the chart looks like you want to get a little bit of a push down. This is where I'm really looking to lock into more options, like this 52, 51.5 range. You'll be hearing from my attorney. Portugal with the dub today. I know Dad's mood got better. Yeah, Portugal, that was a solid win. They scored it's kind of a crappy game, though. Ronaldo missed a lot of goals. And then they scored 3 goals in like the last 5 minutes. That France game was trash, too, if you watched that. That was a trash game. What was that? And don't ever do it again. Herbie. It's my hiya. Tyler, do you have an in-a-week prediction? I don't. Like I said, reaction based. See what happens. I'm not gonna give like completely like week out projections or anything like that. People get mad, get frustrated. I don't want to talk about bad experience from that. I buy everything you buy. I hold you responsible if my kid eats. Tyler, vroom. Can FTD spread out any good movement the rest of the week? I think FTDs will move out to next week personally. That's when I think you'll get the movement from that. So that's what we'll end up seeing there. Would a huge push to the upside be really bad for tomorrow? Wait, what? I don't know what that means. A push up would be good for AMC, yeah. I don't know what that means. Can I sign your Warren Buffett poster? AMC's not being affected by FOMC. I think that's false, fake news. Tomorrow morning, you think we get a push to $60? A little bit of a push. I have tomorrow morning. I am not one to BS or anything like that. I will tell you what I believe, what I think is gonna happen. I think tomorrow morning is a complete coin toss. I will say that 1,000%. I think tomorrow is a coin toss. You need to be watching the chart. You got to react to how you open up tomorrow. It's my opinion. Bull trap on the daily candles. Let's see. How does the daily look? I mean, if you said that, it probably looks bad. I don't. Maybe. I don't know. Possible. The daily doesn't look great. I agree, but yeah. The 4 hour looks really not great, but we'll see. Just because it's below that VWAP like that, but yeah. Hedges are waiting for the list for Tyler Carr. You skipping me on purpose? Alex, what'd you ask? I don't know what you said. What do you think about the $70 stock waiting for Friday bottom wall back? I can't tell you what I think. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you didn't, I don't know why people wouldn't take profits on this move up. I don't know. But yeah, so I can't really tell you anything to do there. But yeah, those are super risky. Put the belt on, champ. When we have a champ day, when we have a really great day, I'll put the belt on. Damien, appreciate the love. Will you be in voice chat Discord in the morning? So in the mornings I haven't been in the voice chat just because first of all, I'm super superstitious, like right, 100%. I'm the guy that wears the same jersey, doesn't wash the jersey during NFL season. I'm superstitious as it gets, right? And I literally every time I go live, I feel like AMC doesn't move well. So, but I probably will be live because SQQ and Zom we are in those positions personally. So maybe in the morning we'll see. Tell, have you tried the anabolic French toast? It's the bomb. What's your normal take on options? Do you sell 2 or 3 over your call? It's based on the chart. It's how I sell based on the chart. I look at the chart. I live by the chart. It's where I live. Like, I think the chart tells you when you should sell and stuff. Typically, Alex said, "What do you think of the 33 strike?" I already answered the strike question. Yeah. What do you think about DraftKings options after Hindenburg reports seem to bounce back really nice? So I think that you already had a really good bounce. You might be able to grab more here, but I mean, your push back up is going to be maybe to 50.5. Also, I do think Nasdaq comes down tomorrow, personally. So I'm not too optimistic on a big push here. Now, if DraftKings gets really hit, in my opinion, like a big push to the downside, I'll be interested in grabbing it. If Tyler sleeps to the market, we will be green. Exactly. Are we oil kings yet? We stay oil kings. Alfie isn't done. SQQ looking. I think SQQ is looking nice. Yeah. So you're getting a little bit of a downward push here. I think this is going to reject. You're getting rejected at the daily open. Yeah, I want to see. I would like us to open the day up tomorrow below the weekly level. Don't freaking do it. I'm beyond superstitious. Yeah, I know. When I'm an oil tycoon. Stupid question here. Can I buy call options if I have a cash account? Yes, you can. I don't even have to read the rest of the question. Can you explain your thought process when it's taking profits versus when it's down because the gamma squeeze, short squeeze? Much appreciated. I take profits when I like the number of how much money I made, how I view the chart in the short term, because when you're looking at options, it's not about necessarily the long-term viewpoint. It's more on the scale of, when did your option expire? You have theta, you have IV crush. There's tons of stuff that goes into that. So, yeah. Long-term on AMC, I think long-term is okay. Like stock, like I said, I keep saying it. I have to keep saying it so people don't get it messed up or twisted, I guess. But I feel comfortable with AMC shares. I don't really look at those, to be honest. I have them. I don't think about them. Price goes up Friday. Would an expiring 65 option be worth more? What do you mean? If it expires under 65, you lose all your money. And then break evens, whatever your premium is above that. I don't know what you mean. So I don't know. Yeah. How do you read the chart? Slightly confusing. Charting for me is really simple. I don't teach it. I'll explain it in Discord if I'm live and stuff. I know I'm live quite a bit. But like days like today, like I didn't want to. I try to stay away from the chart because I didn't want to enter anything risky. And I think every stock looks really good at these entry levels. But obviously, as you can see on this far right-hand side right here, right, everything's red because it's a red day with FOMC tomorrow, right? So the play was wait till middle end of the day and grab SQQ calls and then grab oil calls as well because I think it'll do well tomorrow. That was my play. Like the days when I just think like the market's gonna move sideways or down, I try to stay away from the computer just so I don't feel composed to enter positions, right? But yeah, I ain't selling to 100K. Well, Jesse, you might be standing out of that store for a while. You think Zom goes to 66 this week? This week, no, probably not. No, that'd be crazy. About Zom, good or bad? I like Zom. I like it. So can I get some financial advice in YOLing bank account to 145 June 18th to the meme, Seth? Just wondering, do you think we could break 60 here, sit above 65 for a couple hours, or even close above it? Because another FOMO run for the next day. What does that mean? Tomorrow? When are you talking about? It's a broad question as well. Tyler was asking what he thought about 62 strikes expiring this Friday. I got them a few weeks back when they were first released. I don't know when that was. I would assume that was back here, but you probably paid like $20 for each of those. I think you held those really long. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. You know what I mean? I don't know why you don't sell up there because you had to be in the money at this point up here. But I don't know. Like right now, like I can't tell you nothing. They're probably not going to go in the money. I mean, maybe they do, but I don't see it happening. You think other stocks rise when AMC moons? No, I think the market looks really bad with them talking about inflation tomorrow. Tyler 51 calls expiring. I can't answer people's questions talking about specific calls for specific days. So I might just have to ignore those. I don't mean to be mean, but yeah, so I can't talk about them. In reality, how do you think it will go? It's hard to say. Well, I don't see the short squeeze happening for a little bit of time. It's going to take time for that to happen. It's going to either have to be enforced or you have to hit a few gamma squeezes. So time frame's pretty relevant there. I think it just depends on how many options start flowing in. Like looking at Stock Tracker, like I'm curious if more options are going to start being printed at these key areas, right? That's going to be the big thing to watch for, in my opinion. Like, do people start dumping money into options deeper out? That's going to be really big. So it's stuff to watch for. Not a great after hours close. I got 145 strikes. Nice. I think they've been advised to not disclose when they exit their positions. Who? Me? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't mind telling people I tell people when I exit my options. I could care less. Yeah, like I don't think there isn't nothing wrong with me telling you whenever I exit my positions. I think there's more concerning factors that I could be talking about, to be honest. How far should you go theoretically? Put your options just in general. It's totally up to you. I like 2 or 3 weeks personally. It's for me. How bad are you expecting the FOMC market to dip to be? I don't know. Nasdaq did reach all-time high levels. I'm curious how far we'd go down. I think, this 13.8 is a huge support. I think this is a big support too, 13.99. I think we have a lot of supports, so I don't think you go too deep, but we'll see. We'll see. Your mic is very low. Well, it's raining really bad, so it is what it is. I'll try to speak directly into it. My volume says it's really high, so I don't know what you mean. Maybe you should turn me up. Thank you for your time. Just want everyone to know you saved me from making a financial disaster. Hey, you made the decision. You pulled out. You did it. Like, I'm just an indicator. I think that's the best way to describe myself. So, do you think we see a gamma squeeze possibly tomorrow with the setup and options expiring Friday? I think I'm gonna keep saying it. Tomorrow is gonna be somewhat of a coin toss on how we open up and stuff like that. I think you're cue to have a good run. I think it looks a little manipulated. They could try to wait till next week to cover those options. There's a lot of stuff that could potentially happen. Yeah. Can you answer more dumb questions in one? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I don't think mic volume is messed up now. Yeah, Nasdaq, look, how's Nike? Nike opened up bad. That's good for us with the SQQ calls. But yeah, so I'm trying to answer questions like this whole time. There's not too much interesting stuff. OBV, I know people are asking in the Discord about OBV. It was okay today. I mean, it wasn't great. Kind of had like that. You kind of came up a little bit here, pushed up like we expected, then came back down, topping, coming a little bit down. That's interesting to me, to be honest. That's really interesting. Actually, no, you know what? I'm lying. Crap. One sec. Yeah, okay. I did lie. I think that, I'm not saying the DTCC 005 is a bad filing. I just don't think it's going to affect AMC right now. Short term. No. I don't think so. I can be wrong. How many shares of AMC do I have? I bought 650 a while back, like 2 weeks ago, right? And then I bought 100 no time before that. So it should be like a little bit over at 750, but yeah. Between my platforms. I actually bought the second lump sum on E-Trade because I just didn't want to mess around with it. And as a topic, do you not to steer apes away from AMC? What do you think about Sense? I don't like Sense. I answered your question there. I don't like synths. I don't like it. When did I finally feel like I could trade full time? When I had enough money in my bank account to support myself. It wasn't about how much I was making a day, because I mean, that kind of varies. Some days I lose money, right? Like you're gonna have those days, and I think like the last 2 weeks have been slower. Besides AMC, like I'll hit some good hits on AMC, but the last week and a half, I'll say, have definitely been slower for me. Not the greatest. It's just been like a lot of break evens. Like I'll win and then I'll break even, win, lose a little bit. It's just like I'm just stagnating sideways, and like that's one thing about the channel and the chat. Like I'm never gonna like lie to you and say I win all the time. Like I don't think I've been performing terrible. I mean, I've definitely had worse. Like March was my roughest month since like September, but I've been playing conservative since I hit really big on AMC too, but it's just like you kind of have. You just have to have enough money in your bank account too. You know what I mean? Why do people care about predictions? Well, because some people don't trade shares. That's why. Because if you trade shares only, then you kind of like. I feel like you don't make as much. But yeah, so they're probably trading options. So that was kind of a not educated statement, but yeah. May give money on Sense this week. I just don't like them. I'm not a therapeutic guy. You know what I mean? I think everyone knows that about me. And if I like a therapeutic, I probably like love them or something. Do you like inverse? I haven't looked at RITs. A lot of people ask about it a lot. Discord should be full, but if there's a spot, you can always take it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's full. How much more satisfied do you feel about doing this compared to the path you could have taken in life? There's a lot of bonuses of doing what I do. But really the biggest bonus was when I separated from my ex. So now when I have my son, I just get to spend all that time with him. Like I might trade when I have him a little bit, but for the most part, I'm not too active in Discord. I mean, I'm active, but I'm not like extremely active, like staring at my computer. I get to spend all that time with him. Like that's like the biggest win there. That's like the most fulfilling part is, my relationship with my son is great. So really cool. Like honestly, like best job ever for that. But, I do love, it's very fulfilling. Like this is what I wanted it to do. Kind of at like a larger scale, but like I think I'll get to where I want to be eventually. But yeah. Hi El Jefe, Brandon, how's it going? So options is a speculative play. I think for the most part, in general, stocks are speculative. You're speculating a direction they're gonna go. How much more? Answer that. What's the realistic price for AMC you can shoot up to? I can't give a direct answer for that. Can't give a direct answer for it. Options on plug. I don't. Plug's earnings probably gonna be bad. Do you think we continue to stair step, or is it possible to shoot up to 100, 200, 300? If you start really seeing a gamma squeeze, you really start pushing like that. But it's most likely gonna be like a stair stepping type movement. It's a good thing. What do you think about Dr. Burry's predictions of the market or what? I'm a father of 4 and trading keeps me sane. Away from the kids. Don't kid yourself. Tyler's car has 22s. Frig off, Leahy. What else? Questions. Good questions though. Someone asked about MVIS. I saw that one up there. Yeah, MVIS after they got listed on I told everyone too. I was like, this looks like trash. After it got listed on the Russell, it was gonna come down. It came down hard. The question is, how far does it go? It'll probably come down to this like 19.5 area, but it looks gross. Clove, I liked Clove a lot. Tomorrow, if AMC doesn't push, Clove will dump, in my opinion, to around $12. That'll be a big one. To me, tomorrow's mostly gonna be a bloodbath. Just like with the market going into FOMC. I think the only thing that might have a good push is gonna be like oil or commodities, and then some of the memes. What's a good platform to paper trade options? I have no idea. That's a good question. I think like E-Trade makes you pay to paper trade, which is crazy. Hit that like button if you're Tyler's wife. Are there long-term stocks worth looking at? I like PaySafe, but right now, like long-term is scary for me. You know what I mean? I bought a lot of long-term. Neo's my long-term that's performing really well, but yeah. Is Clove a dead cat? Clove probably gonna drop, I think. But like, actually, like looking at the fundamentals behind Clove, that's a real short squeeze opportunity in the long term. Do you dabble in penny plays? Sometimes, yeah. But as of lately, the penny market's just been trash, in my opinion. Do you think 40s have been hedged for? I've gone over this a lot. Not all the way, but I think you could see some time. I don't know if you get the crazy push tomorrow. Clove is a bear trap. Wish. A lot of hype behind Wish, and a lot of Twitter people are getting behind it. In comparison to a lot of stocks, it looks good. You know what I mean? But a lot of Twitter people or stock Twitters getting behind it. Trifling baby mama, something like that. What do you think about Dodge? Like the car brand? I don't. Do they even have stock? I've never seen their stock. Is this live? Yeah, it's live. It is live. It's just a little delayed. We're going to the Mune. We are going to the Mune. Thinkorswim, Bam's dumb. How's getting a considerable amount of wealth at a young age change your outlook on life? Sorry for live putting questions. I don't get me wrong, like making money is fun, cool, and stuff like that. But you know the motto on the channel is kind of it's just money, and I know it's kind of like funny to say sometimes, but I really don't like. I'm not too materialistic. I mean, I'm a pretty simple guy. So like money's cool. I have money to do what I need to do now. I make more than enough. It's cool. But it hasn't really changed me too much. I still live the same life essentially. Tyler, can you read this? Frig off Jimmy. Any opinions on Neo? The Europe stuff's gonna be big. Long term is gonna be huge. Tomorrow we're gonna hit 200 on AMC. That's crazy. If you were playing stocks, what would your exit strategy be for AMC? As I have some stock and I don't really have an exit strategy. But yeah. So, what's up, brother? Glad you get back to the stream. Yep. Yeah. I just changed some of the settings on the stream, so it was fine. Would you consider doing a video on how to trade during a crash? I don't think it's gonna be like a great example of how to trade specifically during a crash. I mean, I'll definitely be trading, and I have a lot of ideas for what I want to have shorts on or puts or whatever you want to say during the crash or for the crash. But we'll have to wait a little bit for those to play out. I also kind of address like what I'm going to be doing with a lot of my money whenever we have a pullback on the economy. I was spamming in Belmont's chat. And I thought YouTube shadow banned my live. I think it did. They banned me. Do you think there's a possible dividends for AMC? No. Well, after the squeeze, maybe. I doubt it though. Money is only reason we do this, bro. Well, yeah. I mean, like it's the only reason I trade, but it's like money doesn't like depict how I live my life. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Like, don't get me wrong. I think money's important. Like, you have to have money to live and do anything. But like, I don't live by like I have to have this X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I don't know. Like. Yeah. Do you see a housing crash this year? I think housing market's going to be different. It's going to be just less buyers. I think it's going to be a market swap. It's just different. What options you need? Margin. What? Huh? With options you need margin, huh? If you just hold me. You don't need margin. You use a cash account. Are you saying that AMC is still a good play? You have me confused, although I appreciate your honesty. Okay, AMC, quick. Option short term, I'm waiting to get more options. Long term stock, I don't care. I'm holding my options. I think long term you have room to go up. That's as simply as I can put it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. I think that was super simple how I said it. Puts on Vlad, boys. Engaged. Call him up, puts on Vlad. Todd, thoughts on out of the money calls for ZOM July 2nd. I have out of the money calls on ZOM, so I think I have those plays already. Funny enough. Woody, I think you're kind of misinterpreting what I'm saying, but yeah. I think it's pretty clear that it's about the money for me. Like, I trade to make money. Yeah, I mean, like, it's like everyone goes to work to make money, but like, I think you can live your life in a way that like you don't like. Money isn't what defines you. You know what I mean? Like, some people that's where they get their identity from. You know what I mean? Like, is what they wear and what they do and things X Y Z. Like, I make good money. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do this if I didn't make good money. You know what I mean? So, I think you're twisting it and kind of thinking of it weird. Burry's been short on Tesla. He probably made money on some of those Tesla shorts. Welcome across Canada. What do you think about Sage? I don't have an opinion. Thoughts on CLF? Steel is going to perform well, most likely. How is steel performing? It's bouncing today. What a bounce. It just saw a major push because Reddit was behind CLF too, which is kind of crazy that they got behind a steel stock. How do you feel about cannabis sector as well? Don't like it. Don't want to touch it. 618 since the shorts have to cover. Shorts don't have to cover. No, they don't. It's a false. It's a lie. And it's the highest percent of shorts. 618 the highest. AMC will go. No, that whole statement was wrong. 618, all that, everything was. Tyler, I want to know when's the best time to sell when the short squeeze. I can't tell you when that's the best time to sell. I don't know. It's like an impossible question. What if none of the shorts on AMC are on margin? It's not about them being on margin. They are on margin, but it's not about the margin. Shorts don't have to cover right now. Shorts will only have to cover if one. Short term, like you're gonna need like enforcement to make those cover. That's just the way it is. I've covered that plenty of times. Yeah, self-learned 100%. Like it wasn't college doesn't teach you how to look at charts. They kind of laugh at charts. I didn't shut my mic off, you douche. It's working fine. My mic should be working unless I turn it back on. I think maybe I clicked it and then clicked it again. I don't know. Weird. I don't know what I left you guys on. I don't know what I said last, but yeah. So I have to do to sip on black coffee while everyone else panics. I literally take naps during my trading days. In the mornings when AMC's dipping, so I don't panic or anything, I just go and take a nap. I'll come back. Then I make money. I don't know what I said. I have no idea what I said. But yeah. I'm not here to talk about other streamers though. Like I don't want like I'll talk about other streamers if I think they're a scam. Or I think they're like, fake or anything like that. But like if I don't have anything against them, like if I just disagree with their viewpoint, like I'm not gonna talk negative about them because I disagree with them. I think that's a good point. Like people were getting mad that like I had a different perspective on like the covering on options than Matt Kors and Trey, right? And I was like, dude, like who cares? That's good. We have different viewpoints. You should be happy. That means you're getting different perspectives of the market and you're getting good content, right? You're not getting the same thing from everyone. So like if and I really don't want to like start that crap again. And that's kind of like why me and Matt didn't like each other for quite a while, is because people were just saying a whole bunch of crazy crap to each other. Why would the hedge funds let this get this far if they couldn't just have cover this, especially if the squeeze is almost definite? They're probably making money on both ways of the market. Like if you don't think the hedge funds are making money on both ways of the market, then you probably sadly mistaken. That's why Belmont disappeared for a while. Tell me that you shrivel up. Do you think DraftKings will squeeze any type of upside? I think DraftKings will have upside. I think it's a wait, though. It's a waiting game right now. I think tomorrow Nasdaq and tech hurts. I could be wrong. Right now Nasdaq's still sitting flat, which is the most frustrating thing in the world. But we'll see tomorrow. Can you summarize what I missed in 2 sentences? AMC options look a little risky right now. Stocks look fine. Good technical analysis at the beginning of the stream. That's what I come here for. Elliott waves. Elliott waves are okay, but if you use Elliott wave theory, you're going to. I guarantee you, if you're not like a professional at it, right, you're gonna miss something and it's gonna move your whole count. So yeah. But yeah. What do you think it will fall to next support? I think 51.5 is a big support. But we'll have to see. I don't know if we drop there tomorrow though. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a risky, it's a gamble right now, in my opinion. And if I think we start to push up, I can just re-enter. The IV isn't super high anyways. So yeah. HYG puts for 618, pretty crazy. Would you sell or exercise 16 call expiring this Friday? I answered that question. I've already said I won't answer that question. Yeah, Belmont's a huge old scam. Invextio, yeah, I know. It's a big old scam, bro. Is AMC still strong? I think it looks. Yeah, I think it still looks strong. If it broke below like 36, I'd be concerned, but that's it. So if a call option is in the money and you decide to buy the shares by expiration, will you profit the difference? Yes, you'll profit the difference, but it's confusing. I don't ever exercise. Belmont versus Tyler boxing match. If the shorts never to cover, the squeeze will never happen. I'm not saying they never to cover. I think it's going to take time for them to cover. It's not going to be an immediate thing. They have enough money to cover those positions right now or to keep them. My boyfriend is strong. I have $100 on Tyler. How are the vibrations flicking? Safely AMC drop dips a bit. I don't know. I didn't bet on anything on AMC. You know what I mean? Like, or I didn't put an option on anything on AMC. So I'm just sitting out. I'm gonna be watching. Go EV. I don't know anything about Go EV. It's 2 ran up. I wouldn't touch it right now. I wouldn't touch it. It's 2 ran up. Along the same lines, our call for January. I'm not talking about the top. College overrated. I had failed their grade in 4th grade, 10th grade. Found success surrounding myself with successful people and watch how they became successful. Okay. I don't think you have to go to college to be successful. I think college teaches you a lot. Teaches you how to be disciplined. But whatever we want. So I think it's gonna be a green day tomorrow. Tomorrow's a coin toss. Just curious, why do you think Belmont's a scam? Because he is a scam. He lied about his profits. It's a scam. He changed his information on his website after I made my video. So whatever. He is a scam. Why would you be? Would you be buying a share at 12K off hedges? No, I would not. No way of knowing when they cover, but great news though. Yeah. Don't need college. I'm not going to get the college talk right now. Teach you how to be a Democrat. I don't want to talk about it. Don't talk about it. If BlackRock is going to make the most of when the squeeze happens, what do you think about calls on BlackRock stock? Yeah, people have been putting calls on BlackRock. I don't I don't like it. You can do that if you want. You're not gonna make that much money though, I don't think. DK, you're such a troll. I learned a lot in college. I don't know. People can have their own opinions. I think I learned a lot. I think my professors taught me a lot as well. So yeah, that's my opinion, personal experience. I have call options expiring on Friday. Risky business. Good luck. Sit up straight, young man. I know, right? My posture is terrible. Do you ever buy warrants? Never. Workhorse. Good squeeze. No. Screw that company. I don't like it. I think you already had a good move there. Rubit. Think 005 is pointless. Throw it out the back window. Short term, I think it has no effect on AMC. Rich Capital is the ASMR of stock YouTube. He is. Rubit Rocket. I'll probably wrap up the stream here. If anyone has any last questions, please shoot them now. I'm just dead. I didn't make a video or anything today. It's kind of slow. I mean, I made a video, but I didn't post it. Ever do coke? Wow. Is it too late to buy shares on AMC? I mean, you could if you want. I don't know. If you had to buy calls for AMC, which one would you buy and why? I don't have any calls right now, so I'm waiting right now. Kathy back holding Workhorse. Yeah, no, she's been adding a lot. The Nasdaq starts dumping tomorrow. Do you think it's likely to continue for multiple days? Most likely till Friday. AHT's moving very heavily from Twitter. It was a huge Twitter movement, right? It was probably a great put opportunity, to be honest. I should have done it. All those Twitter plays pump up real nice. They move slow up, and then they dump as well. So it's like a different version of Wall Street bets. Where are you taking profits? I took profits on some options today. At 662. What do you think about Torch? Long term, I think it's gonna go down. Catch you in the Discord. Johnny, who are you in the Discord? I wonder who you are in the Discord. I'm curious. So how do you function with such little sleep? I sleep just weird hours. I know you hate oil. Do you still? I love oil. I have oil right now. I bought oil today. You like Jim from American Pie? I don't know who Jim is. I haven't seen American Pie in a long time. On a catch account, how much do you need in your account to buy the cheapest call option? That's I don't know what that means. Fuel going to $5 a gallon. Fuel is probably going to go up. Question is, Tyler, I'm confused if I'm selling 10 shares at 12K example. Who would be buying? It's a good question. Someone, apparently, but I don't know if we're going to go to 10, 12K. That'd be crazy. We took profits today on options. Please say options. Do not say shares. People will attack me. Till I get some sleep. You probably don't want to buy the cheapest call option, Blazing. That's like, right? Still bullish on Exxon. I love Exxon. I got some today. You broke huge resistance today. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. I know short stream day. Appreciate you tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. I wanted to at least go live or something here for the channel. Hope you got something out of it.